Good evening, I'm Alicia Malone, and welcome to TCM Spotlight on American Independence. Our salute to those scrappy American filmmakers who secured financing outside the studio system and used their unique voices to create groundbreaking films. We're starting with a true pioneer, Oscar Micheaux, the Black independent filmmaker and author who directed 44 films between 1919 and 1948, examining racial discrimination in this country. To celebrate his work, we're showing a 2021 documentary directed by Francesco Zepel called Oscar Micheaux, the Superhero of Black Filmmaking. This documentary is a great entry point to Micheaux's work, offering an overview of his life and his fearlessness in telling bold stories in books and on film. It also offers insight from an array of filmmakers and scholars, including directors John Singleton and Amma Asante, rapper and activist Chuck D, actor Morgan Freeman, and our TCM professor Jacqueline Stewart, who calls Micheaux the most important Black filmmaker who ever lived. You see that in clips from his movies, which are peppered throughout, including Body and Soul, starring Paul Robeson from 1925, and Within Our Gates from 1920, which some critics see as Micheaux's response to D.W. Griffith's Birth of a Nation. The documentary title refers to the birthplace of Oscar Micheaux, Metropolis, Illinois, a town that uses Superman, a fictional superhero, to attract tourists rather than the real superhero who was born there. Micheaux was a self-made man, working as a Pullman porter on the railroads, then homesteading somewhere between 500 and 1,000 acres of farmland, before starting to write novels and finally to write, direct, produce, and distribute his own movies. As you're about to see, he was a determined man who had enough confidence in himself as an artist to blaze his own path, and his influence can still be felt today. From 2021, this is Oscar Micheaux, the Superhero of Black Filmmaking. So nice to see Jacqueline Stewart in Oscar Micheaux, the Superhero of Black Filmmaking, which premiered at the Cannes Film Festival in 2021, finally giving Micheaux, as IndieWire put it, a Cannes premiere 70 years after his death in 1951. A review on RogerEbert.com stated that the film clearly demonstrates that Micheaux was a man with a life and career so astonishing that not only is it eminently worthy of documentary treatment, but if someone tried to pitch it as a screenplay, there's a very good chance it might get rejected on the basis that his story was simply too good to be believable. How true that is. Director Francesco Zepel is no stranger to documentaries about filmmakers, having also directed documentaries about directors like William Friedkin and Sergio Leone. This one presented an extra challenge because it was filmed during the pandemic, so Zepel had to conduct many of his interviews remotely via Zoom. Stay tuned to TCM because our night with American independent filmmakers is just beginning. After the break, we'll see Howard Hughes' ambitious 1930 aviation movie, which took 3 years to make, cost him $4 million, and turned out to be a big hit.
Next on TCM, Hell's Angels, then The Hitchhiker, and later Glenn or Glenda. Ed Wood delivers the goods tonight.